to number 5, Josh Flom. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 54 seconds in the first period. Flom, 2 for interference. And welcome inside the Delaware Hockey Network. Up and running in Gold Arena for the second half of our DHN doubleheader. And an interference penalty against Delaware's Josh Flom at 3:54, answered by an interference penalty against Wesley Schwartzmiller 43 seconds later. So we're 4-on-4 for the time being, and we'll get you all the DHN accoutrements here momentarily, as our crew had to manage a quick turnaround from Fred Rust Arena to Gold Arena for the second half of this twin bill tonight. The Penn State penalty was assessed to number 17, Wesley Schwartzmiller. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 37 seconds in the first period. Schwartzmiller, 2 for interference at 4:37. Aaron Donovan coming up with the save for Delaware, clad in their third yellow sweaters tonight. Penn State, of course, in their iconic navy blue, as Kyle Lynch comes in for the attacking zone draw. So we're 4-on-4. For the next 25 seconds. Shots to his side. Here taking aim for Delaware. It was Chris Sager. Denied by Penn State's Ryan Murphy, making his third save of the night. Another Ryan Murphy save just now with 13:38 to go in the first period, and a Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens coming to its final 15 seconds. Sager trying to hold Fleming. Drawn just offside. And a neutral zone faceoff awaits the Blue Hens. Working on getting all the particulars. On the Penn State side of the line. A couple number changes, a couple duplicate numbers, but seems like we've got everything accounted for now with 12:55 to go in the first period and the center ice faceoff coming up. We are scoreless from Gold Arena. Variale batted the puck forward. Timchishin played it back as far as the Delaware blue line. Now it's walked in by Sebastian Kiley, but he's slowed up. Hens clear, and this will come back an icing. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Schedule a free consultation. Call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Kneisner surrounded by Blue Hens. In the near corner of his own zone, and Joey Engelman held the point. Here, Polchlepak with a one-timer from the slot. Denied by Murphy. And the Ice Lions clear. Olensky met at center by Partridge. Couldn't get past him. This is Luke Ferrantino working behind the Penn State goal. He finds Kyle Lynch, who accelerates up the middle to gain the Delaware line. Drop pass and a shot from Tavener from distance. Turned aside by Donovan. Pursuing the puck in the corner is Lynch. Lynch coming back and shooting, but that shot was blocked in heavy traffic right in front of Aaron Donovan, who saved all three shots he's faced to this point. Working to the 9-minute mark of the first period. Winding up was J.P. Hay off the cross-ice feed. His shot into the Donovan pads. And the Hens clear back to center. Hay throws the puck in. And the Lions change as we near halfway in the first period. Lions score 9 minutes and 6 seconds. Into opening period play. And it was Evan Partridge to light the lamp for his 9th. But this is pending further review as Messrs. Savastano and Howington discuss the matter at hand. No goal. So the goal disallowed. Throws the puck in. And the Lions change as we near. Looks like goalie interference as we saw Schwartzmiller prevent Aaron Donovan from being able to play his position. There is no goal. The Penn State attacker collided with the Delaware goalie, prohibiting him from playing his position. The faceoff comes outside. So a disallowed goal with 10:54 to go in the first period of the scoreless hockey game. In come the Ice Lions again. Blake Groton pursuing the puck. Couldn't keep it in deep. It was fed by Schwartzmiller up to Ferrantino at the point. Groton looking for space. This is tipped just over the Delaware blue line by Owen McManus. Thrown back in by Ferrantino, and the Lions change. 10:20 to go in the first period from Gold Arena, the original home of University of Delaware hockey. Raymundo to Schwarzmiller. Drop pass, Groton from distance, and this is deflected up over the glass and out of play. 10:05 to go in the first period. Hens and Lions scoreless. And the face-off will come to the right of Aaron Donovan, who stopped all 5 shots that he's faced to this point. Puck loose in front off the draw, and this one's going to count. So the Lions light the lamp, and Jonathan Lawrence gets it for Penn State. This coming 10:01 into the first period. Lawrence digging away. Getting the puck past Donovan and opening the scoring after that first Penn State goal was disallowed. And the Hens get one right back. Anthony Greco with his 8th of the season. Just 13 seconds later. DeMasters with the helper there to level this score one aside. The Penn State goal, second of the season, scored by number 6, Jonathan Lawrence. Assisted by number 29, Grayson Messner, and number 21, Carson Cabral Downs. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 1 second in the first period. Lawrence, his second from Messner and Cabral Downs at 10:01. The Delaware goal was the 8th of the season, scored by number 8, Anthony Greco. Assisted by number 24, Leighton DeMasters. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 14 seconds of the first period. Greco, his 8th from DeMasters at 10:14. $8:38 to go in the first period. Another Donovan save and a pause in play. A 1-1 hockey game. The cross-ice pass from Hay to Ferrantino brought play back into the neutral zone. And the re-entry attempt is going to be called back with the puck sailing over the glass and out with 8:22 to go in the first period. We are tied up 1-1. The lads from Happy Valley off to the early advantage thanks to Jonathan Lawrence, but that lead lasted all of 13 seconds. Here's Ferrantino floating the puck up the left wing boards deep into the Delaware zone, and those Blue Hen third sweaters, yellow with white numbers and a thin blue border. Impossible to read unless they're right in front of you. Olensky to Polchlepek. His shot bothered by Hay and steered wide by Ryan Murphy. Ferrantino tied up in the near corner. Lions clear. And this will come back an icing, thanks to the whistle of Keith Lear with 7:42 to go in opening period play. Evan Oginski in for the attacking zone draw across from Lynch. Kyle Lynch winning the face-off for the Ice Lions, and now Luke Ferrantino stretches the puck up the middle. Here's Blake Groton on a breakaway. He shoots and scores. Blake Groton with his 5th of the year, and the Ice Lions go up 2-1. As you saw just now on the replay, Ferrantino and Blake Groton finishing for his 5th of the season. The Penn State goal, 5th of the season, scored by number 13, Blake Groton. Assisted by number 11, Luke Ferrantino, and number 15, John Paul Hay. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 32 seconds of the first period. Groton's 5th from Ferrantino and Hay at 12:32. DeMasters pushes the puck in deep. It's cleared back up the far side by Raimundo. Returned by Buckman. And a dump and change for the Blue Hens. Get some fresh legs on for them. This shot from the left point off the stick of Aiden Starr goes up into the netting and out of play with 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go. In the first period, Penn State with a 2-1 lead over Delaware, and the first half of their weekend set, just moments after the men's Division I Blue Hens fell 4-2 to the Golden Flashes of Kent State in the first half of their series to bring the fall semester to a close. Long shot, a one hop into the Murphy glove. And the face-off comes to his right. Salamone tries to stretch the puck up ice. It's batted down by Flom at center, so no icing. And Mavris won the race to the vulcanized rubber in the near corner of the Delaware zone. This is pushed back up ice by Brian Kramer. And he let it go before center, so this will come back and icing against Delaware with just under 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Penn State with an attacking zone draw coming up, and they've got a 2-1 lead. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Kramer net front feed. Stam couldn't tip the puck past on the doorstep. His shot was blocked right at the edge of the crease. That off the post and out of play. .5:22 remaining. There's that Philly sound again. Face-off coming to the right of Ryan Murphy. 6 for 7 in the save department. Sebastian Kiley with the face-off win, and here comes Kneisner up the middle. Kneisner crashing the net. Ran out of space. He was angled below the cage. This worked around the horn. by Ferentino to John Paul Hay. Back to Ferentino. His shot deflected away by Donovan. Mavericks couldn't finish on the welcome mat. The Ferentino shot from the point goes up into the netting and out with 4:53 to go. In this first period, Penn State leading 2-1. And Sebastian Kiley in for the attacking zone draw, which he wins, and Luke Ferentino succeeds in holding the point. So the Lions attack prolonged, but the Kneisner shot was off its mark. Hay overskates the puck. The Hens clear thanks to Vinny Variale. Downey dodges a check. He's got some support, and working the puck up the right wing boards now is Delaware's Hubert Polchlepek, tipped on by Olensky for a well-executed dump and change. And Trindade gains the center line before letting the puck go back into the Delaware zone. We've entered the final 4:12 of the first period. Partridge, nobody home for the centering feed from the corner. Morrow steers the puck up the right wing boards. It's tipped on its way up ice, said linesperson Keith Lear, so no icing against the Blue Hens, who switch into attack mode after gaining the Penn State line. Lynch clears. Advancing pass to Partridge. Shot, score! Come on, get happy. Evan Partridge makes it a 3-1 hockey game. And for him, that's 9 on the year. It was played up by Kyle Lynch. This goal coming at the 16:25 mark. Of the first period. And Sebastian Kiley gets the secondary. Just like that, 10 seconds later, the Lions get a fourth. And this one's going to go to Blake Groton, it appears. Right off the draw, too. So the Lions turning on the Jets late in the first period. And we've got the particulars for you now. Penn State's third goal, 9th of the season, scored by number 28, Evan Partridge, assisted by number 5, Kyle Lynch, and number 20, Sebastian Kiley. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 25 seconds. Partridge's 9th from Lynch and Kiley at 16:25. Penn State's 4th goal, 6th of the season, 2nd of the game, scored by number 13, Blake Groton, assisted by number 23, Benjamin Grasser, and number 17, Wesley Schwarzmiller. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 35 seconds in the first period. Groton's 6th, 2nd of the game, from Grasser and Schwarzmiller at 16:35. Stam's got a 2-on-1 for Delaware. He took the shot himself, but it was tipped aside by Murphy. Messner barreling back up the left wing boards for Penn State, was slowed up deep in the zone. Puck cleared by Engelman. He couldn't stretch ahead to Justin Fox, trying to cherry pick at the Lions' blue line. Unable to clear was Messner. Engelman held the point. 2 minutes to go in the first period from Gold Arena. Penn State with a 4-1 lead, and Messner tried to find Cabral Downs just beyond center, but that pass was intercepted. Minute 45 in opening period play. Stam to Kramer. Downey takes aim from the top of the right circle. Trying to clear was Ferrantino, and this will be walked ahead by Messner. Shot deflected up into the netting and out of play. 1:23 to go in first period action. Face off to the right of Aaron Donovan, who's given up 4 on 13 first period shots to this point. Polchlepek, the recipient of the breakout pass at center, and a one-on-one. He shoots, but Murphy flashes the leather. .112 to go in opening period play. Variale and across from Kiley for the attacking zone faceoff, but the Lions gain control in their own zone. Final minute of the first period. Olensky could not steer the puck to Buckman to clear the Delaware zone. Olensky gives it away. And Kneisner, wow, off the takeaway. Rifles the puck past Aaron Donovan to make this a 5-1 hockey game. Sheer domination from the Ice Lions here in the first period. Kneisner unassisted with 45 seconds to go in the first. Rifles the puck past Donovan, off the takeaway. And Mavris is going to be credited with the goal. It's Brad Howington who had the front row seat to it, or Rob Savastano, one of the two. Ruled that Mavris had tipped the puck off the Kneisner shot, making this a 5-1 game. Penn State goal, 6th of the season, scored by number 25, Alex Mavris. Assisted by number 27, Matthew Kneisner. Time of the goal, 19:15 of the first period. Mavris is 6th from Kneisner at 19:15. The score at the end of one period. Penn State Ice Lions 5. Delaware Blue Hens 1. We'll take a pause here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Be back in 13 minutes.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Gold Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. 20 minutes in the books, and the Penn State Ice Lions turned Gold Arena into their own personal playground in the last 4 minutes of the first period. To borrow a turn of phrase from the great Kurt Becker. Shots were 14-9 through the first 20 minutes in favor of the Ice Lions. And period number 2 is underway. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Penn State traveling right to left here in second period play. Delaware moving from right to left in their home yellows. Penn State and their away navy blue kits moving left to right the way we see it. So we're 30 seconds into the second period. Net dislodged. Behind the Delaware netminder. Resulting in a stoppage in play, and working back up ice is Blake Groton in search of his third goal of the night. Timchishin up the middle. Groton lost his footing. Here's Chase Timchishin again. Long shot came from Greco. Turned aside, and here's a 2-on-1 the other way that ultimately disintegrated. Kramer, Stam, backhand shot, Delaware scores. And it was Justin Fox. Lighting the lamp for the Blue Hens, 1:37 into the second period there. The backhand off the Kramer feed. To make this a 5-2 game. Delaware goal, fourth of the season, scored by number 7, Justin Fox. Assisted by number 14, Brian Kramer, and number 11, Brendan Stam. Time of the goal, 1 minute 37 seconds of the second period. Fox is fourth from Kramer and Stam at 1:37. 3 minutes gone in the second period of a 5-2 game. Fox getting his 4th of the season. Wraparound try. From behind the net, foiled. Trying to connect was Polchlapek. From a player identification standpoint, these Delaware sweaters have got to be some of the most difficult I have ever seen in my 10 years of calling hockey. Hard shot from Kneisner. Turned wide by Donovan. Trindade tried to hold the point. That shot coming in close was off the stick of Kneisner, turned aside by Donovan, and this will come back in icing. Face off back to the left of Donovan. And we've got another stoppage as the Delaware net came dislodged. 15:55 to go in the second period of a 5-2 game. And the Hens gain control of the puck in their own zone. Donovan tries to swat it out of harm's way. It's held in center point and shot by Trindade. Another Donovan save. Raimundo bulldozes his way back into the Delaware end. This is floated clear by somebody. Oh, that's Polchlapek. He turns his back to us and we can finally read the number. Flom from distance, shot blocked net front, picked up by Lawrence. This comes back to center on the stick of Timchishin. Podolensky recovers for the Blue Hens. Oginski, right in front of the scorer's table, gives way to to Salamone. Coming to the 6-minute mark of the second period, Timchishin holds the point across to Salamone. This goes. Thrown in off the pads of Donovan. Scrap for the rebound, Grasser. Trying to generate a secondary opportunity, unable to do so, as Cabral Downs is bodied down net front. Starr leaves this behind the net to Josh Flom. Puck is thrown the length of the ice, paddled out of harm's way by Murphy. Back to center it comes, where Morrow throws the puck back behind the Penn State goal once again, where Salamone plays it around to Timchishin. And back up as far as the Delaware blue line, where Downey and Engelman play keep away, pursued by the forechecking Wesley Schwarzmiller. This is tipped by Oginski from beyond center in behind the Penn State goal. And the Hens will change with 6.5 minutes elapsed in the second period of a 5-2 hockey game. The folks who chant "We Are" with the advantage. Here comes Grasser. And he'll draw the penalty. As a high stick is signaled against Joey Engelman. Is it Engelman or is it going to be DeMasters? DeMasters, the guilty party of the high stick. Six minutes and 53 seconds. Into the second period. And the faceoff comes to the left of Donovan. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24, Leighton DeMasters, 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes 53 seconds of the second period. DeMasters 2 for high sticking at 6:53. Partridge from Stam. Salamone's formed by Kramer, who's stonewalled net front by Ryan Murphy. Great chance for Delaware to cut the lead to 2 off the takeaway, but textbook glove save from Ryan Murphy. Keeps the Ice Lions up by 3. .12:15 to go in the second period of this 5-2 hockey game. In comes Evan Partridge, steered behind the net and bodied into the back glass by Brady Morrow. Hens can't clear. Hay holds the point. To Kiley. Back to J.P. Hay. The shot from Kneisner was off its intended line and deflected up into the rafters, out of play. .11:53 remaining in the second period of this 5-2 contest. Penn State off that 4-goal run to cap the first period, asserting themselves on away ice. And looking to generate an opportunity here on this first power play of the second period. Net off, no change for the Blue Hens, as the cage behind Aaron Donovan came dislodged once again. .11:34 to go in the second period. Turning and trying to clear was Brian Kramer. He failed in that endeavor, and now holding the point was Shorsmiller. Across to Tim Chisholm, walking in close, looking for the 6th goal was Mavris. But he couldn't connect from point-blank range. There will be no icing against Delaware as Murphy played the puck. But he didn't play it out. Kramer tried to feed to Stam at the top of the crease, but the puck and the captain couldn't connect. Kramer again working the corner. Here he comes back into the slot. Close-up shot denied by Murphy. Aiden Starr winding up from the cross-ice feed. And no, sir, says Ryan Murphy again. Good for save. Number 13 on the night. 10:31 to go in the second. Face-off at the near circle with Anthony Greco. Joined of the circle by Carson Cabral Downs. 10.5 remaining in the second of this 5-2 game. Another save from Mr. Murphy. Face off to his left, DeMasters in across from Cabral Downs for the restart. And here come the Lions charging up ice, led by Lawrence. He gained the Delaware line. Another high stick coming. And this will go against the Blue Hens. DeMasters heading off. Right back to where he was not a minute ago after his first high-sticking minor of the period. This penalty kill could be brought to you, well, by you. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr at 412communications.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24, Leighton DeMasters. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes 45 seconds of the second period. DeMasters 2 for high sticking at 9:45. Groton to Hay. Hay steered to the near corner. Has support from Cabral Downs. Downey trying to offer the defensive resistance. There the rebound put back from Carson Cabral Downs. The Lions strike on the power play, and they make this a 6-2 hockey game. Here we see it again on the replay. Cabral Downs left this to the point. John Paul Hay with the initial shot. Hay and Groton with the helpers. And it's now a 6-2 hockey game. Penn State goal, second of the season, scored by number 21, Carson Cabral Downs. Assisted by number 15, John Paul Hay, and number 13, Blake Groton. Time of the power play goal, 10 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Cabral Downs is second from Hay and Groton at 10:29. It was a power play goal. Mavericks looking for the convert, puts on the brakes. Couldn't gain space from Delaware's Michael Buckman. This taken away by Morrow. Pushed back to center. Recovered by Raimundo. Partridge's shot from distance comes right back to him. He walks in looking for the convert. Couldn't connect from 12 feet away. Cross ice pass from Tim Chisholm bounced off the Salamone stick and was driven the rest of the way up ice by the Blue Hens heading off for a change. 7:40 to go. Szymanski's backhand led to his own entry, but Partridge was outnumbered in Delaware territory. So the Hens will try again. Back in the Lions' end of the rink. 6-2 the Penn State advantage. And what do we have here from Savastano? We've got something, but not sure as to what. Was it a hit from behind from Rob Savastano? In any case, it's a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Coming at the 12:52 mark of the second period. Learn more, desportsmed.com. Indeed it was. The Penn State penalty was assessed to number 5, Kyle Lynch. 2 minutes for hitting from behind. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes, 52 seconds of the second period. Lynch, 2 for hitting from behind at 12:52. Starr caught a toe after sending the puck up ice. Kramer working the right wing boards. Cycles to Polchlapek. Kramer back to Starr. Taking aim from the top of the circle near side was Sager. Well off his mark. Sager again. Gets it down low to Polchlapek, who was bothered by Hay. Polchlapek again. Posts up directly behind the net. This played over to the far side where working the corner is Kramer, but he's swarmed by Grasser. Sager across to Kramer. Shot. Puck is loose in front. Unable to connect was Polchlapek. Blocked shot as Murphy was out of position, but he had great defensive support. 1-on-1 the other way. Schwarzmiller couldn't set up Kneisner for the shorthanded opportunity. Kneisner looking for the convert. That one kicked away by Donovan to the far side. And the Lions are back to full strength with just over 5 to go in the second period. And they've got the comfort of a 6-2 advantage. Trindade resetting in neutral territory. Raimundo pushed back inside his own line. He got support from Kiley, floating the puck off the near glass ahead to Mavris. Greco takes it away, but his cross-neutral zone pass was intercepted by Ryan Trindade walking in. Fanning on the puck in close was Sebastian Kiley. Net dislodged behind Donovan again. As we hear the whistle of Brad Howington sound with 4:31 to go in the second period. I believe it was a no-change situation for Delaware, having dislodged the net, but still they tried to get some fresh legs on. The Mavris shot into the Donovan pads. Trindade taking aim was Raimundo. Shot blocked from high in the zone. Behind the play, Mavris leveled a big hit. Here come the Lions again. Mavris, drop pass. Shot from Kneisner. Top shelf to make it 7-2. And here we go. And here are the particulars. Penn State goal, 4th of the season, scored by number 27, Matthew Kneisner. Assisted by number 25, Alex Mavris, and number 20, Sebastian Kiley. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 4 seconds in the second period. Kneisner's 4th from Mavris and Kiley at 16:04. After the goal, Penn State penalty, assessed to number 25, Alex Mavris. Delaware penalty, assessed to number 5, Josh Flom. Both guys 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 16:04 in the second period. Mavris and Flom, 2 each for roughing at 16:04. Shot from the point, and Salamone held on to by Donovan. Face-off coming to his right with 3:03 to go. Partridge leading a 2-on-2. He's angled to the far corner on the re-entry. The defensive pressure was lent by Justin Fox, and here he comes. Centering pass intended for Kramer didn't connect. Buckman holding the line. Hassled by Szymanski. 2:20 to go in the second period. Penn State with a 7-2 lead over Delaware. 18 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Milsarek plays the carom shot off the right corner. Puck took an awkward skip on its way back to Kramer. Kramer off his backhand to Milsarek. Cross-ice pass intercepted, and here's Groton. All by his lonesome shot. No, he ran out of space. Trying for the wraparound. He was checked into the backboards by Milsarek. And the Hens back the other way. Couldn't connect a breakout pass that's taken away by Trindade. But he's pickpocketed by Leighton DeMasters right as he tried to exit the zone. 1:25 to go in the second period of a 7-2 contest. Groton stood up at the dot. Penalty coming up, it will be against the Ice Lions. We see a cross-check signaled by Howington. This against Groton. So the Blue Hens are headed to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these guys or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine, with his years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. Learn all about his offerings at desportsmed.com. The Penn State penalty was assessed to number 13, Blake Groton. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 18:51 in the second period. Groton 2 for cross-checking at 18:51. Starr left the puck to Kramer. Back to Aiden Starr it comes. The entry is good. Off the boards beyond Starr's reach, Polchlapek. Tries to play the puck up the far wall. Kramer unable to gain control of it, and this is pushed back to center by Kneisner. Final 7 seconds of the period, officially speaking, will run out as Flom comes walking in, and the horn sounds before the puck crosses the line. At the end of 2 periods, the score, Penn State Ice Lions 7, Delaware Blue Hens 2. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Third period set to get underway here from Gold Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. 51 seconds left on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Delaware Blue Hens, and they're impossible to read yellow sweaters to kick off third period action. There we go. We've got our lower third synced back up for you. After some earlier technical woes. And a quick turnaround, too, got us off to a slow start tonight. Polchlepek tackled by Grasser on their way back into the neutral zone. And we've got more. Holding signaled by Brad Howington. 39 seconds into the third period. Sager's going to go. So we're 4-on-4. For the next 12 seconds, and from there the Blue Hens will head to the PK. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 28, Chris Sager, 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 39 seconds of the third period. Sager, 2 for holding at 39 seconds. Penn State power play on in full force now. Kneisner to Leland Kiley. Back to Kneisner this comes. Tim Chisholm holding center point. Kneisner, shot. Held on to by Donovan. 75 seconds into the third period. A Penn State tour de force here at Gold Arena. Lawrence with one, Groton with two, Cabral Downs, Mavris, Kneisner, and Partridge all with one each. And Ryan Murphy doing more than his fair share of the heavy lifting with 14 saves on 16 Delaware shots. Here's Kneisner again. He crosses to the far side. He puts on the brakes just above the right circle. Centering pass intended for Leland Kiley didn't connect. And the Hens clear. 48 to go on the man-up situation for Penn State. Working back in was Grayson Messner. Messner fans on the puck center point, trying to shoot. He gets it back from John Paul Hay. Hay plays the carom behind, around to Messner in the far corner. Kiley couldn't set up Trindade. Hay again tried to walk through traffic, but he was slowed up by Padolensky at the top of the near circle. Final 5 seconds on the Sager penalty tick away. And the yellow-clad Blue Hens are back to full strength. Right as Cabral Downs' shot from 15 feet out was kicked aside by Donovan. Nearing 3 minutes completion in the third period. Penn State's got a 7-2 lead over Delaware, and Kramer finds himself outnumbered in the high slot after bullying his way into the Penn State zone. Stretch pass from Hay, intended for one of two potential recipients at the Delaware blue line, was intercepted. Hay's going to try again. He floats the puck now to Cabral Downs, who walks in up the left wing boards. In he comes. Cabral Downs paving away to the cage, stood up by Don. Oh! He got that one. Looked like Donovan had the better of him, but Carson Cabral Downs pots his second of the night. And it's now an 8-2 hockey game. Nifty little drag, 3:32. Into the third period, and for Cabral Downs, that is his third of the season. Penn State goal, third of the season, second of the game, scored by number 21, Carson Cabral Downs. Assisted by number 15, John Paul Hay. Time of the goal, 3 minutes 32 seconds in the third period. Cabral Downs' third, second of the game from Hay at 3:32. Hens down a man again. Cross-checking. The call against Josh Flom. So back to the PK go the Blue Hens. And the face-off will come to Donovan's right. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 5, Josh Flom. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 4:12 in the third period. Flom 2 for cross-checking at 4:12. We'll take a little free advertising. If you know, you know. Mavericks centering pass. Grasser couldn't deflect the puck passed on the doorstep. Hens clear. Murphy steadies the puck. Tim Chisholm feeds to Schwarzmiller, slowed up just above the Delaware blue line. In comes Grasser off the Tim Chisholm pass, and the Lions have gained the Delaware zone. Tim Chisholm drop pass intended for Schwarzmiller was intercepted. Variale gained red before floating the puck into the far corner of the Penn State zone. DeMasters couldn't reel it in. And Tim Chisholm again sets up Schwarzmiller to walk the puck from blue line to blue line and then some. But he was stood up just inside the Delaware blue line by the back-checking Michael Buckman. 30 seconds to go on the Flom cross-checking minor. 14-14 to go in the contest. And Penn State has been simply dominant over Delaware here in the first half of this weekend series. Greco, shot high over the crossbar. The puck rebounds back into the neutral zone. Greco had to tag up to avoid an offside. Meanwhile, the other way, Salamone clears back to neutral. Ferrantino couldn't advance the puck up the near boards. It was gloved down by Sager, taken away, and here comes Leland Kiley, advancing back into the Delaware zone. Cross slot feed from Sebastian Kiley. Didn't make it to his intended recipient. Matthew Kneisner looking for a second goal of the night. Here come the Lions again. Leland Kiley stood up trying to cut in from the right dot, and the Hens clear. 13 minutes to go from Gold Arena. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. Game time 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on the air at 1:30, and this is Offside. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital, and more. East Coast, West Coast, First State, Happy Valley, anywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Want to know more? Head to 412communications.com. Oh, that's way offside. Fox jumped the gun by, what felt like half an hour. .25 to go here in third period action. Ice Lions with an 8-2 lead over the Blue Hens. Cabral Downs bats a loose puck up ice from just above his own blue line. This ends up deep in the Delaware zone. Accelerating up the right wing boards is Starr. Oh, another offside. Face off right in front of us. Our videographer tonight is the lovely and talented Broadway Joe Sindoni, one of our assistant producers here on the 412. Always glad to have Joe with us behind the scenes. One of the absolute best in the biz. He shoots, he directs, he produces. And he calls a darn good hockey game, too. A great glue guy, a great room guy. Just can't say enough good things about Broadway Joe. Unfortunately, he's a Flyers fan. More power to him, though. I don't know if I could take 50 years of misery. 11:11 to go. Flom's shot sticked up into the rafters by Murphy for a pause. 11:03 to go. Both teams change. Joe gets a swig of water. If you heard some of the back and forth during production meetings, friends, you'd have questions. Just saying. 10:45 to go. Jake Salamone pushing play into the near corner of the Delaware zone, where Kyle Lynch found himself outnumbered by Blue Hens. Engelman feeds to Sager. Sweep check from Tim Chisholm, denying Chris Sager the opportunity for an A-grade chance. Puck tied up in the far corner of the Penn State zone. Trying to push it clear was a falling Evan Partridge. This advanced further by Szymanski to Tim Chisholm, driven to the far wall. Carrying the mantle for Penn State was Ethan Szymanski, but he ran out of space in the low slot. 2-on-4 coming back the other side. Sager bodied into the near glass by Kneisner. Couldn't set anything up down low. Loose puck corralled by Ferrantino. Sent across ice to center red, where Mavris is tied up in front of the scorer's table. The puck squeaks loose from the scrum, and Sebastian Kiley pulls it back to his own line. This hacked by Kneisner toward the Delaware stripe, pursued up the near wall by Ferrantino. We've just passed halfway in the third period in an 8-2 hockey game. Penn State manhandling the Blue Hens. Sebastian Kiley gave way just inside the line. Kramer was stymied by a Trindade stick check at the top of the circles. Trindade the other way. Bodied by Mielceric off his intended path. C.J. Mielceric, the South Carolinian. Ricochets the puck off the far boards into the path of Fox, who's bodied hard into the penalty box wall. Looked like he caught it awkwardly. Coming back the other direction, Cabral Downs with a shot. Turned aside by Delaware netminder Aaron Donovan, still in after giving up 8 on 31. 8:35 remaining. Carson Cabral Downs looking for the hat trick. Dipsy-doodling through traffic. He's steered to the near wall. Polchlepek keeping play high in the Delaware zone. Lawrence to Messner. Messner taken down in the corner. Working this puck clear was Polchlepek. And the Hens will scurry off for a change. They've got time to do so as James Mandel washes out the icing. 8 to go. Olensky pressuring Raimundo. This will come back in icing. $7:50 remaining. From Gold Arena, Penn State 8, Delaware 2. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Schwarzmiller floats the puck back to center. Starr countering for Delaware. Getting it just in over the Penn State line. Lions change. Trindade clears. Grasser gives it away. Here's McManus coming back the other direction. Off the feed from Brendan Fleming. Shot caught and held by Murphy for a pause. Either that or it was deflected up into the netting. Could be either. It's a little bit hard to see from our vantage point down in the Penn State zone. Never mind seeing the Delaware numbers in white text on the back of those yellow sweaters. Reading that bottom row of the eye chart at the optometrist is a cakewalk by comparison. Engelman gave the puck away, but Lions. This is Grasser. DeMasters cutting back through the slot in his own end, took the puck away. But now DeMasters gets it back from Greco, hassled at center and stripped of the vulcanized rubber by Schwarzmiller. Whew. That was cleared off the glass and into the protective netting, separating the near glass from the spectator area. And with 6:25 remaining, I think it's 6:28 remaining here in the third period. The faceoff will occur to the right of Aaron Donovan, deep in the Delaware zone. This game has been all Lions from the get-go. And barring miracle from Delaware's perspective or catastrophe from the perspective of the Lions, Penn State will coast to their 13th win of the year. The shot from Partridge right into the Donovan chest protector. Kramer gave way to a Partridge poke check, and that forced the Blue Hens to have to reset in neutral ice. Buckman took aim from 70 feet. Murphy with the easy save, his 17th of the night. Just over 5 minutes to go. Here comes Hubert Polchlepek up the left dots. In he comes, long shot, caught and held by Ryan Murphy. For a halt to the action with 5:04 to go. Face off to the right of Ryan Murphy. And the Lions control. Kiley turning and shooting. Donovan lunging over a loose puck. And that gives us a pause. 4:38 remaining. Face off to the right of Aaron Donovan. Long shot in from Trindade at the point was blocked. Savastano's got something here. A slash. And this will go against Sebastian Kiley. With 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go. while likely too little too late. It's Delaware Sports Medicine power play time for the Blue Hens. At this point, the aim, more or less to stop the bleeding and try to turn the momentum in their favor heading into tomorrow afternoon's rematch. The Penn State penalty was assessed to number 20, Sebastian Kiley. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 29 seconds of the third period. Kiley 2 for slashing at 15:29. Quick restart with 4 and change to go. Engelman sent the puck across to the left point. Somebody was there shooting from distance, and that was Anthony Greco. This shot from Stam caught and held. For a pause by Ryan Murphy. .352 remaining. Stam and Cabral Downs take the draw to the left of Ryan Murphy. Good for 20 saves on 22 shots. Flom hassled just after walking in over the Penn State line. Trying to backhand the puck free. Kiley couldn't shovel it out of his own zone. 3.5 minutes remaining. Leland Kiley pressured at center by Engelman. Here's Ferrantino up the left wing boards, slowed up, loose puck corralled by Flom. 33 seconds remaining on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play, and Joey Engelman on his way off for a change feeds the puck forward to Sager. Olensky. Kramer gives it away to Cabral Downs. Carson Cabral Downs looking for the hat trick. 1-on-2. Tried to split defenders but lost the puck cutting through the slot. Kramer sends this back up ice. Recovered at the blue line by Raimundo. Lions back full strength, and the Kyle Lynch shot from point blank range was turned aside by Donovan. Here's Polchlepek back the other way. This stick checked up into the rafters and out. 2:15 to go. We do it all again tomorrow. Game time 1:45 Eastern. Airtime 1:30 here on the Delaware Hockey Network. And we certainly hope that you're able to make plans to join us for the second half of this weekend series from the First State. Final 150. Kiley tied up in the far corner of the Delaware zone, unable to set anything up. Recovering is Kneisner. Final 75. Mavris holding the zone. Shot from Trindade. Stopped by Donovan, kept in front of him. Winding up was Kneisner, and Donovan says no, sir. .65 seconds to go. Face-off coming to Donovan's right. Blue Hens clear. Sager's shot from in close, covered by Murphy for a pause. Fresh legs on for Delaware. And Tim Chisholm comes barreling back in to the Penn State zone. Give and go never happened after he fed the puck to Mavericks up the right wing boards. This bounces back to neutral, where Salamone recovers. Kiley can't float the puck past Milsarek, who's bodied down. DeMasters, shot disrupted, steered aside by Murphy for save number 22. Milsarek smartly gave up the puck. To avoid a delayed offside, and the Ice Lions just left the rest of the clock tick away, bringing us to the end of an 8-2 decision going the way of the visitors. Tonight's final score, Penn State Ice Lions 8, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Final shots on goal, Penn State 36, Delaware 24. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Tonight's third star with 3 assists for Penn State, number 15, John Paul Hay. The number 2 star of the game with 2 goals and an assist for Penn State, number 21, Carson Cabral Downs. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals and an assist for Penn State, number 13, Blake Groton. The Delaware Blue Hens and the Penn State Ice Lions meet again tomorrow. Game time 1:45 from Gold Arena. And we'll be on the air on the Delaware Hockey Network starting at 1:30. For everyone joining us here in person at Gold Arena and also via the Delaware Hockey Network tonight, once again the final score. Penn State Ice Lions 8, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Good night to you all, and we'll see you again tomorrow here on the Delaware Hockey Network, a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. For Broadway Joe, for MJR, for Trey, for Eli, for everybody behind the scenes, James Witherite saying goodnight, and we'll do it all again in 14 hours' time.